release. It's the most important thing. And I just want to start off this video by saying this is not something that you're learning that's new. It's more about something that we're remembering that we've been doing. It's what we're born doing. And somehow we go through a process, especially in this culture, North American culture, where we forget how to do it, or we're taught how to do it some other way. So remembering that diaphragmatic release is a way to shut off that limbic system and do all sorts of things. But I'm just going to go through my rules: in through the nose, out through the mouth. Not my rules. It's a conglomeration of ideas that I've picked up over the years, and all being the simplest, the easiest ones, the ones that I won't forget. Otherwise, I wouldn't do this. If it's too complicated, I won't do it. So this is the least complicated way. In through the nose, out through the mouth. When you breathe in, you count. When you breathe out, you count. Just want to make sure the number's the same. It doesn't matter what the number is, just as long as it's the same number. And these all have neurological bases. If you want to check those out, you can go back, scroll back to earlier, back to Basic Sunday, where I go into this a little bit more fully. And you want your back to be free. You can sit on a flat chair, flat surface. You just don't want to be leaning back, and you don't want the seat, the chair seat, to be cocked up. And you'll see that most chairs are, which is one of the reasons why I don't sit in chairs very often, because chairs really are not great for human people. And yeah, diaphragmatic release being the most important thing. And the other thing, diaphragmatic release and practice. Anybody that I teach this to, if I check back in with them later and find out that it's not working, I ask them, "Are you practicing?" And they say no. So you got to practice. I practice twice a day, every day. Doesn't matter exactly when you do it, although if you do it right before sleep, you don't want to usually do that, because that can then link it to your sleep cycle. Now, I want to be clear about this. I'm not saying you can't use this to help you sleep. That's totally cool. I use it to help me sleep all the time. It's about not practicing at that point. So remember, the practice is distinct from the actual doing of it. It's just like when you practice the piano. You don't practice the piano during the concert. There's a difference between your piano practice and your piano playing. Yeah. So, so those are the basics. And yeah, thinking about how this is a return to ways of breathing that we're very familiar with. Different kids hang on to it for different periods of time, but absolutely when we're infants, you see animals doing it all the time. If you have pets or babies, you can see them doing this kind of breathing all the time. And it's also not something that you have to stop doing. It's not like you can only do it at certain times during the day. You can do it whenever you want to. Meaning using the actual technique to actually help with anxiety or stress or whatever you happen to be going through. And so, so that's back to Basic Sunday for today. Hope everybody's having a great day, and I'll be back with something tomorrow.